Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2476 as a special dedication to Rhonda, who has let me know that there have been some significant changes. The most disconcerting one is that we've been reduced considerably in our moves. I think we used to have about 40, 45, I can't remember. We now have 26. That's our new reality. That's what we have to deal with. The layout seems similar. We've got these areas of isolation, even in here, areas of isolation. And we've got bobbers, which are helpful because if we can strike them, especially with combos, they'll send out fish. But they are also in the way. They are considered blockers because we have to work around them. Now here's the advantage though, Rhonda. Oftentimes we just get a reduction of moves and that's it, and we still have to beat the board. This one, we used to have 5 colors on the board and now we only have 4. 4 colors mean each of these colors are more concentrated, so we're more likely to be able to make specials. Unfortunately, just making specials is probably not going to be enough on this board. We're going to have to try to figure out how to make combos. Now remember, we're going to be trying to send out the fish, and when we send out the fish, they'll go anywhere they're needed. And we want them to go to these areas, but they may go anywhere on the board. Here, which, you know, that can be helpful. This is a little tendril that's hard to get to, but even, you know, right here. So the more we can take out on our own, the better off we'll be. We also have to understand how the board flows. There are these cutouts here. Now look at this. I've got blue here and I've got blue here. I would like this blue to come here. Well, I think I can get it actually here and then move it up. If I do this, that's if I'm correct in how things flow. This could be its own column and I just don't know it. So I have to learn about the board. So let's try this. Indeed, it works the way I want, except look at my problem. When I do this, I'm going to be setting this off. That's not what I bargained for. I wanted to try to make a color bomb separate from this. Now I'm going to have to make the color bomb at the same time I set this off. So the color bomb is going to take off, but it's still going to reduce the moves and it's still going to, you know, have some effect on the board. So I don't want to pass it by. And even a wrapped candy, even though it's not a combo, it will strike this and will send out those fish. Oh, this did not get struck. So I still have an opportunity potentially to combo it. It's still going to be tough. Let's see. Sometimes when there are only 4 colors, there are so many options, it's hard to discern which is the best one. I'm actually going to work over here a bit. I'm going to put the orange together, which is going to take out 3, and then it's going to drop this green, which is going to take out 3. So I'm working on other things while I'm seeing if I can get anything together with this that'll kind of occur naturally. Well, we're getting things, just not paired up yet. Here we go, though. Look at this. So now I've got this, oh gosh. I've got this wonderful opportunity. I also have this, and I could take out, you know, all green and work on this first. But then this would slide down, and these would be off base again. So I have to decide, is there enough blue material on the board to make this worthwhile, or should I risk it and do other things first? There's not a lot of blue, but I think there's enough blue, and it's along the edges. We're going to have some nice reaction from that. So it's not perfect, again, not the best setup, but these are the kinds of things we're just going to have to deal with repeatedly. I'll go ahead and make a stripe here, setting it up with the wrapped. If, you know, we're used to fish giving us 3, right? If we bring in fish on the board, I'm going to hit this out of the way, even though there's not a jelly there. Is there a jelly there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Somehow there's not a jelly under there. I don't know if it started that way or if a fish nibbled it away from underneath like it used to do. Oh, I wish I would have paid better attention. Again, the more we see, the more we understand the board. Anyway, when we bring in fish, let's say, or there are fish on the board, they send out 3. But if we hit one of these with a stripe, it's only going to send out 1. Not as good, right? If we, though, make, instead of just setting a stripe against it, if we do a stripe-stripe combo, it'll set out 3. If we do something like a stripe-wrapped combo and we can hit both of these, it'd send out a whole school of fish. So those are the types of things we're looking for. I'm not doing really well here. I think I'm going to line this up where it can actually hit a bobber. And gosh, I would love to set it with another special. I don't have that opportunity, but I also don't have a lot of orange on the board. I'm going to take out orange and see if I can use that then, parlay it into a better situation. So now I've got this. And I can use it here and get 3, which is pretty good. But why don't I start by just taking out this? I think this will still exist in a moment. Wow, okay, it does, and we've got this. So I'm going to do this. We're going to send out 3 fish. Now, unfortunately, some of these are up to 3 layers thick. I had 2 jelly and a frosting, and so that makes life tough. But now I've reduced it down, and if I take out all blue, I've taken away the last double thick layer on the board. Plus, I've gotten rid of this. Plus, again, I've concentrated those colors down. So it's going to be much more likely I'll be able to match these up with other things. I'm considering just taking out green, but let's do this first so that we can get a double hit against here. I've got 9 moves left. My choices would be different if I had fewer moves, but I've got 9 moves. I can do this, and I think I can slide this without it going crazy. There we go. Now that looks like it's going to have enough impact on the board to take everything out. So what I've done is I've looked at the advantages and disadvantages, and I've tried to make the advantages play to my my benefit here by trying to make those specials and combos, by reducing the colors even further, taking out the colors that weren't prevalent to get more opportunities. I think that's the new way to approach this board based on the changes. Now, just because we know what to do doesn't mean it's always going to work perfectly the first time round. Sometimes we still have to experiment, we still have to gain a comfort level with the board, and sometimes we just have to wait for that luck. So don't get frustrated. Keep persisting and you will get this done. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below and I will do my best to respond. Bye-bye.